Cynopsis in your ear.
Good morning, I'm Trish Bohanik for Cynopsis. It's Tuesday, June 6, 2006, and this is your first early morning briefing. Here is today's top story. Leading the broadcast network upfront negotiations, or perhaps stalling the start to the upfront negotiations? DVR ratings. ABC has attempted to lead the broadcast fight to include ratings from shows recorded and watched later on, and if this sounds familiar, it's based on Nielsen's live plus 7-day numbers. But advertisers are standing tough, willing only to acknowledge and pay for live ratings, and won't consider numbers for shows recorded and played later on in the same 24-hour period, aka live plus same-day numbers, much less played within the same week. ABC has decided to cool its jets on this issue for now, agreeing to sell time based on live ratings only, though did release this statement. Quote, the ABC television network continues to believe strongly in the worth of the live plus viewer and will continue its efforts to include this audience, unquote. Hey, guess what? If you had a promo or commercial in this daily podcast, it would go right about here. Coming up under Morgan Stuff, FX orders up 7th and final season of The Shield. Court TV and MSN partner on premiere episodes of Haunting Evidence. Hallmark Channel picks up treasure trove of films from Warner, and Nielsen Sports unveiled its comparative analysis. And while I'm telling you about all this stuff, take a look at these beautiful shots provided to us from the Internet Movie Archive. FX has ordered up its 7th and final season of The Shield with 13 new episodes set to premiere in the late 2007 or early 2008. Now, when The Shield completes its final season, it will have 88 episodes in the can. And if you're wondering when the 6th season kicks off, you'll have to wait until early 2007, and that season is just 10 episodes long. Court TV and MSN will partner for the first time to premiere the 2 opening episodes online of Court TV's new series, Haunting Evidence. Now, the program premieres first on MSN on June 12th, and then follows on Court TV June 14th at 10:30. Similarly, episode 2 the following week will premiere 2 days ahead of its network debut. Along with each show, MSN will provide editorial content and email blasts on their TV and entertainment pages. In addition, Court TV will sponsor a multimedia campaign both in the New York region and nationally to support the partnership and the premieres. Well, the Tribune Company will sell WATL Atlanta to Gannett Company for $180 million. Now, the sale will close pending regulatory approval. Currently a WB affiliate, WATL is, as of this fall, is the new My Network TV in Atlanta. Blockbuster movies such as Troy, Miss Congeniality, and The In-Laws will now be seen on the Hallmark Channel. The network has acquired 39 feature films from Warner Brothers domestic cable distribution, including the U.S. television premiere of March of the Penguins. If you haven't seen it yet, you'll want to mark this down, which will air during the holiday season. Now, other titles in the movie package include Phantom of the Opera, New York Minute, and Felicity, an American Girl Adventure. Food Network star Dave Lieberman will showcase a second original series for the network's broadband channel after the success of Eat This. Dave will host Dave Does, premiering August 14th with 13 5-minute webisodes. Now, each of the shorts will feature new food trends, gadgets, and insider restaurant locations at various stops in Boston, Philly, New York, and Portland, Oregon, and Sprint and Saturn will sponsor the online series. Nielsen Sports has unveiled a comparative analysis based on the company's sponsorship scorecard service, too many S's, I can't say that this morning, which will allow sports franchises and sponsors to evaluate the effectiveness of sponsor-placed media in 4 major sporting events in the last year. Now, the events include NASCAR Daytona 500, U.S. Open Men's Final, NFL Super Bowl, and the NCAA Rose Bowl, and the top 3 sponsors of each event were ranked by average number of television impressions per hour among adult 25 to 54. Now, Nielsen defines an impression as the number of individuals exposed to an advertisement. Sponsors can measure their return on investment by matching impressions across the different sports. Furthermore, franchises and sponsors can evaluate which in-stadium locations provide the largest number of impressions. Pretty nifty, huh? Showtime's The L Word has added Cybil Shephard to its 4th season cast for appearances in 11 of the 12 episodes. Cybil's character, a married mother, and Jennifer Beals' character's boss, will begin to question her sexuality. Okay, moving right along this morning, here are the rating summary for Friday and Saturday according to live plus same-day ratings from Nielsen Media Research. NBC took the lead Friday night in a very tight race with a 1.86 adult 18 to 49. Now, NBC's Dateline with a 1.87 started off with a win at 8 o'clock. It was a 3-way tie at 9 o'clock for the first with CBS close to home rerun, the first hour of NBC's Last Comic Standing Encore, and Fox's second hour of the rebroadcast movie Lara Croft Tomb Raider, all delivering a 1.76. Then at 10 o'clock, it was a two-way split for number 1 between ABC with 2020 and CBS with a repeat of numbers, both grabbing a 2.07. NBC's final hour of The Last Comic Standing was there, too, at a 2.06. On Saturday night, Fox led the charge with a 2.18 adult 18 to 49. The average of the two Cops episodes at 8 o'clock brought in a first place for Fox with a 2.08. Viewers wanted Fox as America's Most Wanted at 9 o'clock, giving it a 2.18. CBS took over the time period lead at 10 o'clock with 48 Hours Mystery at a 1.96. And your daily trivia question. Hope and Michael were married, and Michael was partner in an advertising agency with whom? Send in that whom's name. And that's it. Be sure to check your email for the full printed version of today's synopsis with some new executive moves, more on ratings, loads of new classified ads, a few other stories that didn't make it into this podcast, and of course, don't miss tonight's primetime broadcast lineup. For Cynthia Turner, who wrote and compiled Synopsis, I'm Trish Bohanec with the podcast version of Synopsis in your ear.